if you don't know. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I am Coach Day, Model Day at D Model Phase, a model training program where we educate and train models to be bold on your model pursuit. And you already know we're bringing you those runway tips. So this is for new models, experienced models. We can all benefit from, just runway tips. So we're going to dive right in. So we're going to be talking about building connections and why that's so important for this industry. And building healthy connections as well. You gotta specify. But yeah, so just building connections. So when you're at whether it's your model call, you're already selected for the show and you're showing up for rehearsals, or even the day of the show when you're connecting with people, exchange contact and socials. Now you need to go into it already under knowing what form of communication you work well with. So if you're not the type of person that likes to text people, don't give people your number, because then it's like, all right, they might hit you up and then you don't respond 2 or 3 days later. But you may give someone your Instagram and you may respond to that immediately. So first identify what form of communication you work well with. That way you can connect with other people. And then also ask them oh, do you prefer to, talk email, texting, calling, social media, identify it with that person too. So, okay, well, I know I called this person. They said that they're typically busy. So let me go ahead and shoot them an email or a text because they said that, that works best for their schedule. Building healthy connections, listening, observing, that's how it works. And then when you do connect with them, especially on social media, support their work. A lot of people, I don't know if it's just this new generation, I don't know. But, you'll see people posting their work and you'll just scroll right past it. How is liking that going to take away from you, your money, or anything? Creators, us as models, us within this industry, support is real. So support each other. And then when you connect with other people on, social media or however you exchange that contact, it allows for you to receive more access on opportunities. So you can ask that person, well, how did you find out about this casting call? Or how did you find out, or if it's a photographer, well, are you going to be working any other events coming up? And then that way, that kind of opens up a door for you to go and explore and do your research and be like, you know what, I want to attend the model call for this upcoming fashion show. I was referred to, and always do ask hey, do you mind if I mention you telling me about this? And that will assist that person too, and that might get back to them and say, oh, well, thanks for promoting the show. And not to say you're doing this to receive recognition or anything like that, but you want to build healthy connections, and it starts the moment you say hello. So always keep that in mind. All right. And then once you've gotten the contact and you've, said whatever you need to say, always try and have in your mind something memorable. So for me, whenever I'm talking with, we'll say a designer, and I'm asking them, what was their inspiration for this collection or whatever the case may be, I'm paying attention because there's going to be something key that they say that they're probably not even going to recognize that they said and that I was listening. So I take that and then I follow up. So I follow up typically within 24 to 48 hours of us meeting, because you don't want to, at least for me, I don't want to communicate too early, because let's say it's for a fashion show or something, they're probably going to be bombarded with all types of emails and pictures and stuff just from closing out the event. So I don't want to communicate too early and then my communication get lost within that. Unless me and that person do have a real personal connection, then I will just go ahead and follow up within 24 hours. But I've also have waited to 48 hours. That way, at least I know by that time, maybe their communication has slowed down a little bit, and my email or however I follow up won't get lost in everyone else's form of communication. So I'm gonna put up a email draft Just an example of like what you can say when you're following up with people that you worked with, or even if it's a project that you didn't receive. You know, you just always want to show a good pure heart, especially within this industry, because like I said, it's built on connections. And yes, you want to have talent, but think about, you're going to be working on set with people for like 10-12 hours. No one wants to work on set with a diva or with someone that just doesn't have a good spirit or good attitude. So start implementing that now with building these connections, so that when these connections are established, it's just going to flow. And then, yeah, just stay connected. You'll stand out just by being you, and the right people will, you know, gravitate towards you, and you'll gravitate towards the right people. And, you know, that doesn't mean that the wrong people, and I don't want to say wrong like they're bad people, but the people that are not destined for your journey, it doesn't mean that they won't try and, you know, come into your source, come into your business, try and work with you. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, just make sure that you're building those healthy connections, and that way you can grow in this industry. So that's all for building connections. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us here at D Model Phase. If you don't already, be sure to stay connected with us. Build connections with us as we are trying to with you. So that includes, you know, following us on our social media accounts, D Model Phase, all across the board. Our YouTube, subscribe if you have not already, and share our channel with, you know, a model friend, someone that's, you know, or even if just someone that needs to feel inspired or, you know, motivated. Like, that's what we're here to do, to really motivate and educate, you know, people, especially within the modeling industry. So I'm Coach Day. It's always great chatting with y'all. I'll see you next time.